being spoken on the street.
Yeah.
And now it's very common. So the integration process is.
You witnessed the transformation. Yeah.
Sorry, sir. I'd like you to move this way, this way.
This back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We're good?
You can start.
Okay. So, Dr. Shi, I'm going to have you start out the same way that everybody else did. Just, perhaps say who you are, what you do at the college, and where you're from.
My name is Shi Han. Actually, I just moved from the United States to CityU earlier this year, so I'm sort of a newcomer here. I'm based in the Department of Public and Social Administration. That's one of the best sort of political science and policy research entities worldwide. And my background is more in the environment policy area, which is exciting, but also is quite young here. And there is a newly actually sort of established environment policy program which Hong Kong government think the actually regard the more and more importance place more and more importance towards the environment issue and environment policy making in this part of the world.
Now you said you're from mainland China, so this is you must be very aware then of environmental policy as it relates to some of the issues that mainland China is facing in terms of the environment. Could you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, as mentioned, I'm original training background is environment management area, and I luckily start to work on the China's environment policy issue from very early stage, under the leadership of Madam Deng Nan at the time. That's start from 1993. We witnessed actually the kind of the rise of environment awareness, and also the rise of the importance of the government policy towards the environment issues. And China definitely is a center player of the global environment policy, and it is very sort of interesting for me to moving back from the United States and to do the China's environment policy research based in Hong Kong, which basically provide a very excellent actual access to the all kinds of issues as well as resources, but also it enable you to have second to none sort of resources, and also kind of freedom to look into many of the sensitive environment issues.
And what about the students who take your classes? Are they a mix of local and overseas students? Can you talk about that a bit?
And for the environment, particularly for the environment, newly established environment policy program, our students are mainly from Hong Kong and mainland. Also, we have some international exchange students. I find it's quite interesting. First of all, the mix of students from different backgrounds, and you will bring in actually different perspective. Environment issue is definitely concerns global, regional, and local, and sort of different perspectives actually benefit the students from all sorts of background. We hope actually we even can bring a better sort of mix of more international students, as I witnessed in the Yale Environment School, which is where sometimes we're talking about more than 30 to 50 actually country students. I hope that kind of exchange of ideas and perspective also can gradually further develop here.
And what would you say, I mean, would you agree with the fact that Hong Kong has quite a international perspective on issues like this? Could you maybe elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah, first of all, we have very international faculty. This is like sort of the foundation. We have close to 10 countries. There's faculty from 10 countries. Within not very big faculty within our department. And also, Hong Kong is a very interesting place when the ideas and all sort of flow of information actually converge. Sort of here, which this is actually sort of Hong Kong has some sort of advantage. And as compared to our friends in mainland China. And what is very interesting for me is Hong Kong actually, like Hong Kong and also the university here, particularly like CityU here, play a very unique role, which sort of facilitate the exchange of idea from mainland China and international sort of actually sort of colleagues. We have one of interesting projects we're doing, so-called the China's Environment Performance Index, which is we sort of actually bring in we facilitate sort of the professors from the Yale University, from the Columbia University, from the United States. On the other hand, also we bring in our colleagues in China, which this actually we more can bridge sort of facilitate exchange in terms of language, in terms of actually kind of ideas, and that is quite unique.
So from a personal point of view, do you find it quite stimulating to be here?
Yeah, although I have been here for less than a year, but I feel some great advantage. As I say, actually that's one is those kind of the ideas from the different actually the different the faculty member with different backgrounds, but also as I just mentioned, that kind of actually unique role to bring in different sort of perspective from different. That's really environment policy area is a very rapidly developing sort of fields, and we're still facing great challenge, and sort of the kind of innovational idea of searching for new way to solving our problems is still a great challenge ahead of us. I feel Hong Kong and CityU can play a very important role. I'm quite happy to be here to do the environment policy research in this particular period of time.
Great. That's very good.